If you've damaged your bumper cap like that, or you got nasty chrome bumper caps on your 3rd gen Tacoma, today we're gonna be getting rid of the broke one and installing new ones, the best quality that you can get out there. Let's do it. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Today we're going over a product that I am freaking so surprised we haven't made a video about because we sell so many of these bumper caps. These are our 16 to 23 Tacoma bumper caps. And these aren't caps that go over your stock caps. These are legit full replacements. So a lot of the times we get orders in for a damaged single, or they have 2 chrome bumper caps and they want to swap them out for color matched. Typically when you have color matched parts on a vehicle, it is going to align with the vehicle being a higher trim, a Tier D off-road premium, a pro, a higher sport level, when all the lower SR5 models will typically come with just a matte black bumper cap. So our bumper caps, the way we beat out all of our competitors, because there's a lot of cheap ones out there on the internet, is paint. Our paint has a lifetime warranty from it chipping and completely falling off the bumper cap. This is also OEM paint. That means that when you go to install this thing, it is going to be as close to your the color on your actual vehicle, and the quality is there. The cool thing about our caps that our competitors don't offer is that our caps are actually textured. The texture is very, very, very small. The reason that we texture these things is because they sit in the lower section of the vehicle. When rocks come up, chip them, they get beat on or whatever, the texture hides a lot of the damage, scuffs, dings, and just wear and tear of the caps for daily use. So we like that feature on for our caps. We also offer them standard, so no tech cutout. Then we also offer them with the tech cutout, so that if you do have backup sensors, they just clip right into our caps. Got a Voodoo Blue sample. This is a magnetic gray, and this is one that we're actually going to go install and show you guys, because installing these things, there are a few steps that we'd highly recommend getting the right tools for before you put them on. Also, you're going to have to kind of bend them to pop them up and under the cap properly. So we're going to head out to the truck. We're going to install this one on Marcus's truck and show you guys how to do that. Okay guys, here's the bumper cap that we're going to be replacing. This is a standard bumper cap without the cutout. If you have tech, that means that you have these sensors. Marcus is opting not to have a tech bumper cap because we will be installing an aftermarket bumper on this here in a few months. So no need to have the sensors, because he said when he got in an accident, his sensors don't work anymore. So we should be using a tech bumper cap for this installation, but we are just going to be doing a standard installation. I'll show you though how the sensors come out, and then when you go to put them back in, it's literally the reverse of that. And if you're going to be unplugging your sensors and whatnot, I recommend unplugging your battery so that it does not set off any codes or need recalibration or anything. Then once you're done with your full installation, re-plug in your battery and it will be as if the sensors were never unplugged. So we have our passenger side. There's 2 ways to do this. One way is literally disassembling the entire rear bumper, which is and might be the best way to do this. It is also probably 2 or 3 hours to do so because of all the clips. But what we have learned is that these bumper caps literally just clip up inside of this area. And so we've gotten pretty good at, lifting a few of the edges up, sliding everything in, and just getting them clipped into place. So I got two picks that I'm going to use for this installation. We're going to start underneath here. We are going to pull out these 3 clip locations. One. A lot of the time these clips are so full of dirt because it's where all the debris from your tires go. It's out. You might end up breaking a clip or two that you can run to the auto store and replace. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. Jeez. I think I need to replace that one. Okay, so there's the 3 bottom ones. Great. Then what we're gonna do is come up over here. We got 2 on the back side, which are gonna be these 2 clips. There we go. 1 and 2. Now, this is the most challenging one to get. These 3, these 2 are easy. This one, there's like a pressurized clip that goes over the top that has teeth that face in the opposite direction. So when you go to remove them, they're gonna try to implant. It's impossible to get it off almost without removing the entire bumper. So what we recommend is, this is the piece that you're probably gonna end up breaking, sliding off that clip and reusing it on your new bumper cap. Broke just like how I'd expect it to. Perfect. So these are the clips that you'll end up breaking, and I'll show you why. Which, if you can get them out without breaking them, kudos to you. Here's the piece that I was referring to. It's pressed on there with these teeth. And you can see just from like the slight amount of pressure, it already embedded into that thing. So then the 2 clips up under here, what I would recommend doing is, 1, undo this clip. Marcus already has it. It's already broke due to the accident that he was in. Oh jeez. Jeez, his cap got destroyed. I didn't realize how damaged this was. Okay. So these are the clips in the back that will just literally pop up when doing this. Then this piece right here, what you're going to have to do is go in on the back side. These are the clips that you're gonna have to decompress upward to get out. You can either break them, or if you go all the way on the backside, you'll be able to decompress that and pop it through, knowing that you're replacing this cap. I'm always in favor of just get it out. Is now that we got it realigned, or this completely removed, we got all the pieces that we need removed, you're kind of gonna clip it in from this side and then move to this side, to the outside. So you make sure that your 2 spots where these are gonna clip in go underneath, and then make sure that those 2 pieces are in. I'm referring to these 2 clips that we broke. Then make sure that this guy aligns.
Do you need that pedal for these pieces?
Yep, you put it on afterward. Yep. So then that all gets clipped in. Then we're gonna go back through. We're gonna add in the clips on the bottom. There's some that were just broken that we're gonna have to replace. There we go. And then this one over here. Boom. And honestly, you don't necessarily need that piece because of how it stays on. It's got 5 clips and 2 clips here. This though, the only way to get to this thing is you got to kind of pull on the bumper outward. There, I found it. Now to actually like they slide on pretty easy. Basically that piece of plastic slips in. Then maneuvering your 2 fingers, you just want to be able to put it so the teeth are facing outward. That way when that plastic slides in between the 2 teeth, it basically is able to slide on, and then the plastic cannot slide out, which secures the top piece. It's kind of like the final securing thing. Then what's nice is this bumper cap find its place, or the top plate, you find its place again up top. There we go. That part clips in, this part goes away. Oh, you know what I did forget to show you though? Probably one of the reasons you're watching this video. The sensor. Okay. So here's his sensor cap. Okay. So when popping in these sensors into the new bumper cap, they basically press forward. Just like that. Then this cap goes into it just like that. Bumper cap that I showed you earlier, obviously you can see there's an orientation to this, and you'll also see that there is an orientation to this. So you're going to clip that piece in. And looking at this, I might have to trim it out just a little bit. Sometimes these molds are great, but sometimes you gotta trim a little out. Okay. This goes in, clips in perfectly. Then there's only one orientation for this because it has a notch on the top. That means that this sensor cap is going to go in just like that. You can hear it click.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could.
There you go. So if you want to keep your sensors, this is how the orientation of them from behind. They'll face out, and I want to say even the middle ones on the black piece also face out. Then your wiring harness goes behind. But that's how it should look. You should put in the casing first, then the rear clip goes in behind it. Okay guys, now that we're done, just know that if you have these black sensors, you're gonna want the Tech bumper caps. If you do not have these sensors, you get the standard bumper caps. Our standard bumper caps are gonna be a little bit less because they do not have the keyhole cut out, or the sensor cut out. But after it's all said and done, voila! This is what it's gonna look like. Like I said, these are not caps, they're not covers. These aren't like just press in 3M over your OEM ones. These are legit bumper caps that you get rid of your OEM ones, use your OEM hardware. So your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips, and then the pressure metal piece. And You get a full brand new replacement. It looks OEM, has the same OEM seam. When you use the caps, typically it ends up pushing this part out because you're sliding in another piece of plastic over it. This raises, like the whole bumper cap just gets a little fatter. These, you don't have to worry about that. They have a lifetime warranty on paint. That means from it like peeling off of the actual bumper cap. Chips are bound to happen just like regular paint. Rock hits it, might chip, but the quality of our paint compared to any of our competitors is going to stand out if you're holding them side by side. So if you guys have any questions about our bumper caps, shoot us an email or a call. Otherwise, if you want the best bumper cap replacements for your Tacoma, you can order them down below in the captions. We'll see you guys on the next episode.